we were walking back, and I saw some good photo opportunity, and I thought Amy had like seen me walk off.
Oh no.
Anyway, Roy's, he works in a conservancy down in the south of Zimbabwe. Like it's the size of Switzerland. This whole place is the size of Switzerland.
I've gone really
where he
wide,
works.
That's insane.
Mate, it's mental. He lives. I think I told you his house. He has his house. It's in a compound, like where there's a garage and there's a butcher and stuff. Like there's a kind of a little village, not village,
settlement.
Yeah, village.
Could you call it a settlement? Yeah.
With a fence all the way around, and his house is in that, and the fence goes past his house. Beyond that fence, it's just wild. Like there's elephant, there's hyena, there's leopard, there's buffalo. Like it's mental. So coming up to his fence, he'll have giraffe and like reaching over the fence and eating from his trees, and like baboons just come and climb everywhere. And
baboons are scary,
right, mate? They've got rhino there as well. Yeah, mate. I was scaring Amy a lot because I would bark at them.
Fucking hell.
You fucker. And then they'd get angry.
Yeah, because they bark back, and Amy was like, "No, stop,
Nick,
like,
stop it now!" Starts crying.
She was not happy with.
Oh yeah, that would
fine.
That's scary. It's like Jurassic Park, where they start mithering the dinosaurs, and then they end up breaking out.
Yeah,
scary.
Exactly. Scary. There was one point when we were walking back, and I saw some good photo opportunity, and I thought Amy had like seen me walk off. And I walk off to just take some pictures, and she's like calling, like, "Where are you?" And she eventually just goes home, and she asks everyone there, like, "Has Nick come back yet?" And they're like, "No."
Oh my god!
Like, oh my god! He's been eaten by a hyena or something.
The baboons.
And I just rock up back like, "Is everything okay?" And Amy's like,
was she fuming?
What have you done? A little bit. And I was like, "What?" I was just taking some pictures.
To be fair, I'm shocked that you lost each other. That is a bit mad.
Yeah, I saw her, and I thought she saw me as well. I was like, "Hello," waving, but she obviously didn't. Anyway, bless her. She was
mad.
Like, yeah.
You were in your element, whereas she was just like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck."
Well, that is. I can see why she'd be scared though. Like just some random little girl, just like on her own in a country where she's not really been. Has she been before?
No, that was the first time.
No, so just like everything's new. Fuck.
I mean, it was more the fact that we were out in the wild.
Oh, was it in the wild?
Yeah.
I didn't know. So you went past the gates?
Yeah, we've gone out. We were told this area was okay to walk in. Like fine, you're safe there. You might
see a lion.
You are very unlikely. I should mention there are no lion in this part. There's a little part of the conservancy where they have no lion to give other animals a chance to live like other smaller predators like cheetah and jackal.
Yeah.
Anyway, Roy, he drives around the whole conservancy doing jobs here and there, but it's so huge. Like he drives an hour and a half, and just to go do a job. So he was just like, just get on the back because he has a pickup truck. But
so you can just hop in.
So but we were sat like when you're outside.
Yeah, I know what you mean in the truck bed.
So we were just getting free game drives.
That's so sick.
Around
because if they're so big and there's just like a break in the fence, like 100 miles down the conservancy.
Yeah, he needs to go.
You just have to go down and fix it.
Yeah,
that's mad. So he could charge for that. He could make some money. Be like, I've got to go down here. Do you want to pay like 20 quid? Well, obviously not 20 quid, but
Jesus Christ, 6,000 Zambian dollars.
Well, I'm just saying 20 quid's not much. 20 quid's not much use in Zimbabwe, I don't think.
No, it's not. But yeah, so we just like he'd drive. He was driving pretty fast, to be fair, but I guess like he did have work to do. I was hoping he'd drive like slow, but no, obviously he needs.
Well, when he stopped to do it, could you like walk about and just kind of chill, like hang out and do what you wanted? Or was it
not
quick?
Really.
No,
because we couldn't really explore because lion could be anywhere.
Yeah.
So but it was fine. Like I didn't mind. If we saw anything, we'd just like knock on the door or tap on the roof, and he'd stop, and we'd just like look at the elephant or the zebra or
nice.
the buffalo, whatever. There was one time we were coming back from a drive. We hadn't seen many elephant. Like that was one thing we were really hoping to see. And then just up in the distance, there's a big grey blob on the road, and we get closer and closer, and this thing isn't moving. It's just stood in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And Roy gets annoyed at this because he said he's been stuck for like an hour, maybe 2, behind an elephant that wouldn't move from the road.
Just don't move.
So he gets annoyed. Well, he wasn't annoyed, but he's like just getting a bit frustrated. But I'm there just like, mate, this is amazing. Just snapping pictures because it was perfect. It was out in the open. There were no trees or bushes in the way.
Was it laying down?
No, it was just stood.
Just stood? Just chilling?
Just chilling. Yeah, genuinely, it was just chilling, like swaying, whatever, doing its thing. And Roy would be there like revving the car, trying to like get it to move.
Yeah.
And it would wander down the road a little bit. It took a piss,
and then stop.
Massive piss, by the way. Kept flowing. And it stank. But and then it would like stop a bit more, turn it back around. Eventually it walked off after like 15, 20 minutes. But
Jesus Christ.
Me and Amy was there like, oh, this is amazing. But Roy was like, fucking move, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
Because he like,
Castle.
I mean, yeah, like he's just trying to do his job. You know, he doesn't want to be held up by an elephant because he sees them every day. Whilst we were there with Roy in the conservancy, there are some researchers, you know, who are monitoring the lion, the vegetation, the animals, everything. They're just like general research stuff. And they let us stay with them for a couple of days, which was amazing. Like,
so just random like people who were just...
So, well, yeah, we'd never met them before. Obviously, Roy knows them, but they live on the opposite side of the conservancy. So he drives like an hour and a half, 2 hours down.
Shit me, because it's the size of Switzerland, didn't you say?
Yeah, like it's huge.
Wait, so he's doing the equivalent of me driving to Leeds?
Yeah.
Because it takes me 3 hours, 3.5.
No, because the road, you can't drive as fast.
True.
So even longer?
I don't know the distances, but it was like it's massive.
That's ridiculous.
Couple of hours here, couple of hours there. And yeah, so we stay with these researchers, and the main thing they do is monitor lion. And so me and Amy were lucky enough, we got to go out with them. Like they have a few lion collared, and so one of them was just we're just going to go out, check how they're doing, see what the pride's doing. And so we literally got to like 20 meters away from this pride of lion, and we were just snapping pictures. It was so like we would not have seen lion at all if it wasn't for
the
them
researchers
having them collared, because they could be 5 meters away and you wouldn't know. Like they'd just be in the grass, just chilling, and you just wouldn't have no idea. Like I don't want to know the amount of lion or leopard that we drove past, like with Roy, because there's not enough time to just look everywhere. So we will have missed some a lot. Another thing we did with the researchers was go out, and there was they're not sure why these elephant were dying, but they've had a few cases of elephants just dying. Because they had a rat plague at the time, like so many rats and everywhere.
Oh, just like a plague, not as in like an actual illness, like just loads of loads of rats.
Like there were loads of rats.
Well, yeah, you turned up.
So all the birds of prey were doing really well. Like black-shouldered kite. Yeah, I think they were.
Oh, kites.
Something. I think that was what they called.
We get kites in this country. There's a few red kites.
I think it was kite. Anyway, they like their numbers have exploded. Like loads of birds. They're doing well. Jackal are doing well as well. But they've heard about this disease that rats carry. And then they like shit and piss in the grass, and then the elephants eat the grass, and then they think I don't know if they've found anything relating to it yet. Basically, there were some dead elephants.
As you do.
Yeah, but they were these ones. So we were going out. These ones were about 3 months old. So they let it rot. They let all the scavengers come and eat what they can, whatever, and then they go back and get the bottom jaw so that they can try and age it. So we have to go to this elephant, mate. The elephant carcass, it honks.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Absolutely.
Oh, it's one of the worst smells. And it's so bizarre seeing this huge carcass in front of you, like bones and skin. Mate, the skin is about like that thick. And we had to get a saw just to get through it. And sometimes that wasn't even enough. Like
elephant leather. Mate, imagine a coat made out of that.
Yeah.
It's a heavy
Be
fucking
waterproof
coat.
forever.
It's thick.
It'd be heavy, yeah.
No, but yeah, and you'd be like sword proof as well. Like nothing's getting through it. It'd be good armor. Dry, mate. So yeah, trying to get the lower jaw out, and it's fucking huge, and it's so heavy. Like I want to say,
are they just hacking at a carcass then?
Mate,
just getting bits off,
hacking at it, sawing it, getting their hands in, pulling this jaw out, and we were like, whoa.
Surely that's quite dangerous, because if it's like it stinks and there's like
I don't know
lions about and shit like that.
I mean, they wash that well. Yeah, I mean they bring a gun with them. They don't just walk out without a gun. They have a gun with them, but like they know, like they've done it so many times, they're pretty happy. And and that's why they left it for like 3 months. So there was no, and if there was meat, like no animals were getting to it anymore. It was just left to decompose.
Mold. Yeah.
What I'd learned, apparently, the first thing to go on a carcass are the eyes, because it's like the softest spot.
Right.
So for birds to get in, the first thing that will go are the eyes. Which must look
I don't want to picture
awful.
that.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, there's just sockets and
holes.
Mate, there were rats inside as well. They were like hacking it, and then the rat would just run over and like inside. Oh, it was awful.
Were there like maggots kicking about and that?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad I've already
like
ate.
beetles and all sorts inside.
I'm glad I've already eaten.
Oh, it was nasty. And then we had to carry it back to the car, and it's so heavy.
Is it?
Like carrying it between, I want to say at least 50 kilos. Like just the lower jaw.
Bottom jaw.
Mate,
Jesus.
It's so heavy. I'll show you pictures afterwards, but
yeah, I want to see this.
Yeah, and then we learned how to age the elephant as well by looking at the teeth, and you can see like what generate, because so we have 2, right? We get rid of the ones when we're like 3 or 4, and we get our adult teeth, but they have like 6, like that replace 6 molars, I think they're called.
Yeah.
And they go through them their entire life, and then
speaking of that, have you seen pictures of like babies' skulls where like when
the adult
it's like
teeth are up there? Oh, it's really weird, isn't it?
It's like it like triggers my trypophobia. It's like grim.
Really when you think about it, it's like, well, yeah, they don't just appear out of nowhere. Like
I thought they grew. I thought they just like grew,
and that would make sense, doesn't it? But then, yeah.
Oh, it's so grim. Those pictures of just like baby's cheeks with like those like teeth up here.
Look it up if you want to know.
Bizarre.
If you want to be scarred.